Hello everyone, this is Chantal from Gluten-Free Cooking123.com, and today we are going to make Dutch baby pancakes. So let's do this. And for this you'll need one whole egg, and three egg whites, and 2 teaspoons vanilla, 1 tablespoon sugar, and 1 cup of milk, room temperature, and along with eggs also should be room temperature, and 3/4 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour. And you can find my mix, Chantal's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend recipe link down in the description box below, along with a recipe for the gluten-free Dutch babies. You'll also need a 10-inch cast iron skillet or a heavy-duty pan, but for me I don't have a cast iron skillet that size, or any heavy-duty pan of that size. I do have this all-clad 12-inch skillet. So for this purpose I'm going to have, I suppose, add about 1/3 of the amount more to the recipe in general of everything. So that's what we're going to do right now. And while you are preparing the batter, you want to preheat your skillet on medium heat or low heat. You don't want it to reach the smoking point, otherwise the butter would burn, and that can get dangerous along with burnt butter. I mean, it's not going to taste bad, but still. Anyways, so let's get started. Oh, did I say also 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract also? And you'll also need 3 tablespoons of butter to coat the pan with once it has been preheated. And I just have this right here and until I'm ready to use it. I'm going to start by adding in the milk. It's a little bit lukewarm. You can heat it in the microwave. To that I'm going to add 2 eggs, 2 full eggs. And remember, I am adding 1/3 more of the entire amount of everything. Now I can't add half an egg, so I just decided to add 1 egg instead. And we're gonna add the egg whites of these 3 eggs. For the full recipe, head on to glutenfreecooking123.com and you'll find the recipe right there for you. Whoop. Along with many other gluten-free recipes. And to that I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla, just because I like the flavor, and 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. I'm going to give it a quick mix just to beat in the eggs. This is a really quick recipe. It's perfect for a quick breakfast. Of course, you have to count the time of cooking the Dutch baby, which is about 25 minutes. This might take a little longer because I'm making a slightly bigger amount. And to that, we are going to add, you know, why did I do, whatever. I could have used the whole 1 cup because like I said, I'm adding 1/3 more of the amount, but the 1 cup is dirty, so we're just gonna use 3/4 and 1/4. That makes a whole cup. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. I love you. And to get the Dutch babies to puff up, you'll have to make sure that all the ingredients are at room temperature. And what I also like to do is to bake it at really high temperature at the beginning. That helps to bring in the heat of all the ingredients and causes steam, which allows the eggs to puff up. And now you have to remember that there is no baking soda or baking powder. There are no leavening agents in here. So we need that high heat to allow the Dutch babies to puff up. Dutch baby. It feels so weird to say the Dutch babies to puff up, or I'm gonna eat a Dutch baby. Doesn't it sound so wrong? Now you can use a blender, of course, to blend all this in, but I just find it easier to use a bowl. I don't like to deal with the blender and the blades and all that, and I find it harder to clean. Just whisk it vigorously for 30 seconds to a minute, and you'll just get rid of all the clumps super easily. You can see here it's super smooth and creamy, and it's a lot thinner than a pancake batter, a regular pancake batter. I have heated my pan. I don't know if it's super hot. It should be pretty hot, but if not, I'm just gonna put it back on the stove, and we're gonna help the the butter to melt completely in here, and then we are going to add in the batter. The butter has melted and the pan is hot. I'm gonna just quickly give this a quick mix and add it in here. Uh-oh, it's not hot enough. It should form a crust when you add it, but my baby's awake and I'm trying to hurry. You guys, I want to make videos for you a lot more often than I do, but after Easter we had a couple rough weeks, and then I have a baby that just wants to take me for walks all over the house all day long. So it gets really hard. And this is a one-woman show here. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven at 450 degrees for 5 minutes. I might add a few more minutes just because I have more batter in here. And then, I did cook a little bit at the bottom. And then we are going to reduce the heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Where was I? So I just put it in the oven just because I didn't want it to, the temperature to go down while I was talking to you guys. And so I put it in at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to put it in for 5 minutes in a 10-inch skillet. And then you are going to reduce the heat to 400 Fahrenheit, and you're going to cook it for 20 minutes. And then you are going to reduce the heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and bake it for 20 minutes. Want to say hi? Say hi. Hi. Oh, you're so sweet. Did you have a good nap?
I
now, here we go. Oh, we're going to the camera. Of course. Camera stand. Yeah, you like it? Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah, that looks so cool. Hmm? What you doing? What you doing? Hi. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah. I love you. Look at that. This is amazing. It's a little darker because, of course, I got distracted with the baby, and I forgot to turn down the temperature of the oven, like for just a few minutes. Okay, so now what I would have loved is to have some sliced apples and have them with some brown sugar, caramelize them, some cinnamon, and top it with that. That'd be just delicious. But of course, a baby chasing a baby. I can't do that right now. So instead we are going to dust it with some powdered sugar and maybe serve it with some honey or maple syrup. Of course it immediately just starts to unpuff, deflate. I'm gonna be generous with the powdered sugar here because my kids like it and I like it. You could, of course, instead of the 3 egg whites and the 1 whole egg, use 3 whole eggs if you want a more custardy Dutch baby pancake. But we kind of like it on the lighter side, so that's why I use the 3 egg whites and 1 whole egg. This makes it just a little bit lighter, and I feel like it makes it puff up a lot more. But if you don't care for the puffing and you just want it to taste more custardy, you could just do the whole 3 eggs. And so now I'm just gonna slice it up and serve it. I always have to remember that this is hot, so I'm just gonna leave this right here just to remind me so that I don't burn myself, because I have done it before. Just look how amazing this is with the custardy layer, the pancake texture also. I'm just gonna drizzle that with some honey. The honey that I had saved up in the cabinet got crystallized on me, so we're just gonna do this instead. Maybe a tiny bit more.
You can also put maple syrup.
Yeah, Mama. I let it cool down a little bit. And this is amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for the full recipe head on over to gluten-free123.com and I'll have the link for you down in the description box below. And don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next episode.